Here to explain.
Yes, indeed, Mike. And our UV index today topping out around 11. That corresponds to extreme for that sun exposure. Temperatures right now, of course, very high. Our temperatures could be topping out at where we are, but we're just at noon. Instead, we have more degrees to climb as this big heat bubble starts to move closer and closer to us through the end of the week. Now, by this weekend and early next week, it may retreat a little bit back to the west, so that may bring our temperatures down a touch. But we're talking about triple-digit high temperatures for not only today, but the next 2 days after today. If we hit 3 days at 100 in a row, that would be the longest stretch of triple-digit high temperatures on record at the airport. Of course, we have excessive heat warnings in effect until 7 p.m. today. The heat index could be up to about 115, and indeed is near 115 in a lot of spots. Our humidity is rising compared to last week, and that is part of the problem, along with those increasing air temperatures with that high centered over us. 94 right now at the airport, but some of you even hotter, like Slidell and Mandeville saying 96 degrees, 95 at Belle Chase, 95 at Bogalusa. And again, these could be the highest temperatures that we reach. Even this is already above average. The average high right now, 92, and we're just going up, of course, for the next maybe 3 to 4 hours or so. Feels like temperatures up to 114. I see the highest at Thibodaux. Our hour-by-hour forecast has us touching that 100-degree mark by about 3 or 4 p.m. Even by 6 p.m., it could still be 97 degrees. And even at sunset or just after sunset, we could still be in the lower 90s. Looking at our live radar, nothing is really showing up right now. We might have a couple of showers and storms. That will be the case every day because so much heat can fuel a little bit of that spotty shower and storm action, especially later in the day. But overall, the chance is not very high, only isolated storms. Strange to see that triple-digit high temperature for us here in New Orleans. Does not happen very often. Lows tonight expected north of the lake, likely upper 70s. If you're south of the lake, though, your temperatures might get stuck more in the lower 80s, so a little more humidity. Very different topic just for a quick second, but we have an almost full moon, and it will be full tomorrow night. We have 2 full moons in the month of August, both August 1st and August 30th, and the second in 1 month is defined as a blue moon. There are actually a couple definitions for a blue moon, but that second one will be a blue moon officially. High temperature forecast for the next 3 days at 100, Thursday and Friday, still at about 99, Saturday and Sunday, almost to triple digits, but you can see those temperatures may be coming down just by a degree or two. Each of these, besides Saturday, will be tying or breaking a record high. Saturday, the high on the record books is 100 at the airport, so we may not quite get there. But other than that, we'll be either tying or breaking records. Days in a row at 100, the record is only 2 days in a row at the Kenner Airport. That happened in July 1980 and in August 2010. So for this week, as I mentioned, if it's 3 days like we have in the forecast, that would be the first time on record. Definitely a week to take it seriously, especially if you have to be outside for any period of time, especially working outside. Note that heat exhaustion happens when you have a lot of sweating, you feel dizzy, faint, weak pulse, and nausea. A step up in seriousness is the heat stroke criteria, where you have no sweat but a strong pulse, 103 plus body temperature, and kind of have that confused sort of feel. How to prevent, of course, you know what to do. Stay hydrated, drink lots of water, take breaks if you are outside in the air conditioning or shade at least. Quickly in the tropics, couple spots. One is coming way off fast from the east coast. This one has only a low chance of development, but it's merging with another system right now, so probably not going to be actually developing. But this one does have a high chance of development. Could this be soon a tropical depression or tropical storm Emily? Looks like it's possible as it continues to the north around this big high, stays out at sea, and is not at this point looking like a threat to any land areas. Certainly not for us. No action expected from the tropics for our area for another maybe week to 2 weeks plus. Our 7-day forecast definitely featuring the heat this week. Please be careful.
Coming up, the Saints